Hi.
Tell them come on in.
Come on in.
Tell them we'll wait.
Hi,
Come on now, you supposed to be getting it right. Say hi, this is Avery. Come on, Avery. Now.
this is Avery.
How you gonna want your own page and you ain't you acting like that? Do you see the other people act like that? Huh? I gotta show them this channel that I've been trying to get them to watch. I'm trying to see if it's on YouTube. Tell them how they doing. Tell them excuse your hair.
Excuse my hair. Matter of fact, let me just cover that.
That you didn't do it?
I'm putting the camera down so they don't see it.
Oh.
Actually, I'll just put the camera.
I want to see if it's on YouTube. I really want to find it for them. Keep talking to them. Hey. Tell them come on in.
They said, hello, Tracey. They said hi.
Hey.
Hello. Hello.
Let me find it.
What's her name?
Who, Denise? Dolores?
Dolores.
Let's see.
Hello. Hi.
The Last Days of Ptolemy Gray.
Hi.
It's on fire. It is on. Let me tell them.
It is on Fire Stick.
Hey y'all, listen. The movie that I've been telling y'all about, it is on. I'm looking at it right now. It is on. I think you can get it on YouTube. I know you can get some of it, but it is on app. It is on. It's T-O-L-E-M-Y.
What's that?
Ptolemy. It's on Prime.
We got Prime.
And it's on they say they like your fingernails, Avery. Let them see them again. And it's on Apple TV. Y'all gotta go watch it. Okay, Avery, don't stick your hand. I don't know why they only did 6 episodes, but this is a good, I want to read the book, but this is a good movie of discussion. And I want to read the book because I think it's going to be very enlightening. It's The Last Days of Ptolemy Gray. Ptolemy, T-O-L-E-M-Y, but the P is silent, but it's spelled P-T-O-L-E-M-Y. I didn't even spell it right when I put it up here. Hey, everybody. You're not a regular on my live?
Doing it.
My daughter. My baby girl. Yes, I'm live this time of night, Deacon Calvin, because I've been up trying to do some research. And I'm up. I ain't even got ready for bed. I'm up doing some research. And I was trying to find this movie, too. Because I want people to really go watch it. It speaks a lot of volume.
There's a new movie out.
It is?
Uh-huh.
What's the new movie?
Is it called, it's Blue or something?
I don't know. Who is it with?
The bad people, I guess. It was on the commercials, but I don't know.
We didn't say it didn't happen to young people, ma'am. That ain't even what the problem is. We know it. Anything can happen to the young or old.
You
got babies that's been born with cancer. So we ought to have enough sense to know that dementia or Alzheimer's can happen when you're young, like having a stroke, being born with cancer, anything else, being born with lupus, being born with sickle cell. So you can have anything. That's not the whole point of the discussion. Okay? His was different because before he ever got it, he handled his business. He handled his business, and that's what make it so good. And you might say, when you say young, somebody's saying 59, but 59 ain't young. I seen people have it younger than that. But I know a lot of people was looking for it, and I wanted them to watch it. I just want to discuss it, really. I just really want to discuss it. And I've been laying around all day.
Me too.
We've been laying around because of the ice and the snow that we got. It may not be a lot, but nobody's going nowhere. Mm-hmm. So I've took a nap. I woke up. We had hot dogs for dinner.
Not me, because I had Chick-fil-A.
Well, Kelby had ordered you that. Yeah. We just been in. I was gonna do Avery's hair, and I kept saying, Avery, Avery, let me see. I need a pair of glasses. Hold on. I said, Avery, can you you want me to do your hair tonight? Do it again.
My bad.
I don't like that. And you know what? Keep your hands out my face. That's all I ask you. Why you do that? Oh yeah. And I said, well, maybe they don't. I had to binge watched it. Deacon Calvin, have you watched it yet? Are you still on him? It's the last days of Ptolemy Gray. The P is silent, but it's Ptolemy. But the P is silent. It's good. I'm finna watch it again. And it's with Samuel L. Jackson. What you doing?
Mm-mm. Just looking over there.
Kev, you ain't watched it? Oh, well, it was good. Well, you know, I forget everybody didn't get snow. Everybody ain't snowed in. So I'm going to do Avery's hair tomorrow. And I washed my hair. I was looking at my hair. I said, ooh, my hair a little rough.
Hey.
What's the name of the movie you guys watching? It's called The Last Days of Ptolemy Gray. Yes, people. Let me see. This is what Alicia Reed said.
One new comment.
Yes, people need to know about dementia. There's Down syndrome dementia. You can get from drinking alcohol too much. I didn't know that. I didn't know you could get Down syndrome dementia. TC of someone with dementia is not easy. Taking care of somebody, period, ain't easy. Whether it's dementia, whether it's a bad hip, a bad foot like me, back surgery, caregivers have to have patience, because when you in pain or you going through, you're not the same person. So being a caregiver, these CNAs that do all the work, because when I was in the hospital with my husband, when he had to have prostate surgery this past June after my reunion, I noticed the nurses only came in to administrate really the medication. The CNAs did all the work. Nowadays, they do all the work. They got housekeeping come in and do stuff, but CNAs do all the work. And when you're a caregiver, it's a sacrifice. And you know it's a sacrifice when they got dementia or Alzheimer's. You know Alzheimer's is gonna make you have to really stay focused on them. It's a shame. It's over 3 years old. I just learned about the series. Well, I think it was because they only anytime I found this out, just research. Anytime that they only give you 6 episodes, they're testing the market. They were testing to see if the views were going to hold it up. Well, in 2022, I'm just hearing about it, and it came from Facebook. In 2022, we were just opening back up again. So if they probably would put it out today, he probably would have got the views. That was just a test run, a marketing test run. 6 episodes. But in Australia, that's all you get for a series, period. 6 episodes is what you get in Australia. But in the United States, Tyler Perry give you 12. Reality TV, you can get 15, 16 episodes. But it's still good. And old movies are good. Like, I like old movies. Old movies really
like Stranger Things.
Capture and help you, huh?
Like Stranger Things.
Yeah. Not to promote on your live. Put this could boost it. And
one new comment, two new
I'm
comment.
found. Hold on.
The third one.
Well, thank you, Alicia. Well, I think, and I'm not saying that you're not an expert, but I just feel like it's on hands as well, because nobody's dementia is the same. And how people deal with it is not the same. What you talking about? Hold on, Dean Calvin. Hold on, what? I like old movies, and I get a lot out of them. And I was just over here chilling, but like it's something to watch. It's really, I wanted it to come back. But I was watching another show that they skipped a year. Okay, let me tell you, P-Valley. P-Valley has not been back on since 2022. And it's supposed to come back this year. That would be 3 years that P-Valley hadn't been on. So maybe it's a possibility with this test run that they may bring it back. Oh, okay. There may be a possibility that it could come back. We never know. You saw it? Oh, good, Maria. That's what I was saying. I was just chilling. I said, well, I was up here and I was like, let me see if I can find it on YouTube. It gives you little snippets of it on YouTube. So basically, we got it on our Fire Stick, and you can get it off of Prime. You can get it off of Apple. Hey, Kim Collington, how you doing? Avery, please keep your hands out my face. I ain't never seen no kid that all the time want to touch my face. I don't like people to touch my face. And I don't know where her hands been. And that's the only thing I tell her all the time. Avery, keep your hands out my face. Please. Now, don't get me wrong. I know sometimes you want to do this or do that. But all the time, Avery, you press them on my arm. So, Polly Garrett. See, and some people I'm catching right now that I didn't catch earlier today. I hadn't seen Polly Garrett on here in a long time. So, I'm just sitting up here chilling in the middle of the night. And doing nothing. And sucking on blow pops.
My blow pops.
Avery's blow pops. And do y'all think they gonna ban TikTok?
No.
Do y'all think they gonna ban it?
No.
Kimberly Barnes? Shanta? Oh, you had surgery, Kim? Kim Collington, you had surgery? Well, we're not having church in person tomorrow. We're having it online.
So we're not going to church tomorrow?
Because of the snow.
Oh.
Carolyn Kennedy Gray. We spread so much bad news. Why don't we spread good news? Why don't we spread positive stuff? Like, we don't never know who. I know my dad got a sister right now dealing with dementia. She doesn't live here, but she's the baby child, and she's the oldest one is 90-something years old, and she's 70-something. And she's dealing with it. But it brings awareness. Let me tell you what I love about this movie. I think, what did Deacon Kevin say? I think so. The Supreme Court is leaning towards Deacon Kevin. But you know what? Why would they vote on that the day before the president is sworn in? Quick with that gun before you get it somewhere.
It's in there. It's in there.
Why do you think they would do that? Child, let me tell you something. We live in Georgia. We don't get snow. We probably ain't had snow in 5 years. So we got half an inch. The highest we got was 3 inches. But baby, that was in Atlanta, and that would shut us down. We didn't get the bulk of it, but it doesn't matter. They cancel school. The kids didn't go to school Friday. That's just how it rolls. When you ain't used to snow, these back... Go put it in the trash before you get that in my hair. Come on, Ava. I do too, Miss Mary Grant. I just think that would be strange that that even Trump would let that go, that y'all gonna ban something the day before I am sworn in under my government and my people to do that. Not sure. President Biden said he wanted it gone by January the 19th. But are you playing? Are y'all playing? Are they playing because they can? You know how when presidents get ready to leave out, they start doing everything. They start freeing everything, everybody, getting people out of prison, all that. You think that he's just doing that because he can? Because it is a lot of folks over there making money. It is a lot of people over there that are entrepreneurs. There's a lot of people over there. I was watching somebody today. I just got off TikTok and I came on Facebook and I was watching somebody over there, and I got two phones and one of them is in a different name, and I was just watching, and the person started to share vendors, the vendors list for you if you want to purchase stuff wholesale price wise so that you can resell it. They gave vendors for perfume. They gave vendors for makeup. They gave vendors for hair to sell it, hair products, lip gloss, fingernails. He was giving it out, and then I purchased the vendors list that he had because he had over 200 and something vendors. Now, let me tell you why. It was only $25, and I purchased it because I know from experience you have to be very careful. And some of the vendors are in the United States. That helps out a lot, because when you get stuff over in China and things like that, you can buy it dirt cheap for 25 cents, for 5 cents, for 2 cents. The problem is that you got to buy in very big bulk. It's the shipping. It's the freight. So I think, like, if you can get those lists, and and see, you got to be careful, because sometimes overseas, those people will tell you they selling tea sets, and when you get it, it's a toy, and trying to go through all that, you got people everywhere that'll try to rip you off. So when you can get a good vendors list, and the people are telling you that they use it, and you can find out where things are located, what you're looking for. I mean, he had everything from clothing. And I went and I clicked on it and I downloaded it in my email. I open it up. Everything works. It shows you. It gives you the phone number. It gives you their email. It tells you what days are best to, what time frame that the vendors are open, that you can reach out to them, what emails are best to reach out, how to formulate your emails for them, because some of those are overseas. And so I already bought the list. I bought it. You have to email me, and I have to tell you who I bought it from. But it's so many people that are self-employed and that are entrepreneurs that are on there. That's pretty much TikTok done turned into. Real life topics. Hey, real life. That TikTok is really, you got a lot of people. Remember we talked about that? I said God is gonna fix it. These big stores are gonna shut down, and I said we're gonna walk into places already set up for us. We're gonna walk in and inhabit what belonged to us. We got to go inhabit what is already ours. And they set it up. They're gonna leave it. You're gonna have people open up banks when banks shut down. They're going to shut down. They're going to have everything in that. You're going to have people walking away from restaurants, clothing stores, and everything. And we still going to need soap. We still going to need something to moisturize our face. But see, for so long, they took advantage of middle class. They took advantage of the fact that, I don't know if I can share it with you. I can look at the name of where I got it, Terica, because I had to pay for it, and you have to download it. So I don't think it's shareable. But Deacon Calvin just gave you the email. Hey, why me? I love you, girl. I'm up late, honey. And I was thinking, I said, well, if we stop for a moment and think about the price gouging and everything. So many people now have got that. If I work for myself, Macy's already closed 66 stores. Oh, I didn't know that. I told y'all 2 years ago Macy's was getting out of here. But if we don't prepare, we have to establish ourselves to walk in. We can do it. Your kids going off to college and people will not give them the jobs that they deserve. So we're having to make our own job. Gets my water in, baby. We have to really, I mean, it's time. It's time to stop working for our kids are bold. Honey, this generation, these young kids in they 20s and stuff, and in their teens, baby, they making money on TikTok. So I wonder if it's really going to, I understand why Biden, but remember Trump, he has a relationship with China. Biden don't. He has a relationship with Putin over there with Russia. Biden don't. So I don't know. We'll see. But they've got other sites they've been telling people to go download to follow them. What did you say? Denise Rounds, I love everything Samuel Jackson plays in. I've got it on my list tonight to watch. Please, because I want to talk about it. Pay for Prime already, but don't. Oh my goodness. It is so good. Macy's store. Listen, the malls in and of themselves, those big malls, they're going out. I'm telling you, before long, they're going to go back to the old way. You know, the mall gathered all the stores inside. We're going to go back to regular storefronts where we walked around and went in individual stores from the outside in. And then after that, you know, some of those are barely holding on because people are ordering online. That pandemic made us so high. Now, you know, it's kind of self-sufficient as well, but it's so easy. Just like you don't have to leave your house. They deliver your groceries. You gotta take it?
It's medicine.
Okay.
My nighttime. It's nighttime medicine.
You don't have to leave your house. You can order your groceries. Let me tell you something. I know this, Vertella Lewis. I'm telling you right now. I could really not have a car. I could. As much as my car has moved. And then that way I could cancel the insurance on the car. And if I was on a fixed income and I was struggling, I wouldn't lose my home. But the car, I would sell it. Because now, yeah, our part of the city's closed last year before last. Now, all I got to do is wait for people to pick stuff up. I can call to be picked up. It ain't like a cab or a taxi. It's a little different. I can order my ride. I can do a lot of more things and don't have to pay insurance on no car. Insurance is going up. Every time you turn around, whether you have a car wreck, a fender bender, whether you use it, if they have a cross the board problem, like when everybody pipes was busting, they went up. They gonna go up. I asked them, I said, every year y'all gonna go up? And she was like, well, this ought to be it. It wasn't. They go up twice a year on your insurance. Mm-hmm. You don't have to leave your house. And I'm a person that don't have to leave the house. You don't have to leave the house. You do not have to leave that house. So I think the way insurance is getting, it's crazy. It is crazy. If you don't want to drive no more and all you need is, like me, just a ride to church and a ride to your doctor's appointments, child, they can have that car and that insurance. I mean, it's getting crazy. And they do it across the board. You're going out. I remember, just listen, my insurance, we ain't had no wrecks. We ain't had no tickets. I was giving them $1,000 and something in 2022. Then it went up to $1,100 in 2023. This year, my premium was every 3 months, $1,389 for the car insurance. That's all the cars. That's including Kelby's. But we ain't had no wreck. We ain't done nothing. It keeps going up. It's like the lights. You don't have to put up a Christmas tree during the holidays. No ornaments or anything. And the next thing you know, because everybody else that was burning lights, your light bill went up during the holidays. And you'll be like, but I didn't even put up no tree. I don't put up trees. It don't matter. Across the board. across the board. So, I can stay. I really can. I don't have to leave the house. What did you say? Denise Coles just asking, who do you work for? I need a at-home job too because of this very reason. Well, I tell you, they do have at-home jobs. They have at-home jobs. It's a website. You can get connected to them. At-home jobs. Your insurance company use at-home jobs. If you got you need roadside assistance. One of my sister-in-laws, she do at home. She do it, and she answers the phone and directs you and get all your information. If your car breaks down, she do it for multiple places. She do it for insurance companies. So they have their at-home jobs. Deacon Calvin works from home. My daughter Kelby, she works from home. They're just, some people do it for doctor's offices. Some people go in and be putting that stuff in and listening to the doctor's tapes, and they have it. Like nowadays, and I'm going to be honest, like even the insurance companies, when Kelby used to work for an insurance company, she works for attorneys now. She work at home. When she worked for insurance and renters, insurance goes up every year too. It is ridiculous. And it's required now that you keep some renters insurance. United Healthcare is well. But yeah, they got different ones. Just like a lot of people have opened up their own at-home assistant living people. They get folks to sit with you at your house or wherever. I know somebody that peeked in. She started doing it, got other people when she got the job. And she told them, look, I'm going to pay you this much. Just say they agreed to pay $20 an hour, but she only may paying them $15. Miss Tracey, I'm an RN and I'm looking for an at-home job. Well, I don't know the websites, but I know they have them. My cousin, she works from home. My sister-in-law work from home. Kelby work from home. And I think Kelby goes in her office once a month. Go on Indeed online. Who just said that? Hey, Dr. Judy Allen. Angela Norwood said, go on Indeed online. I scheduled an appointment for Cleveland Clinic. I don't know what that is. I'm in Georgia, so I kind of, Michelle, I don't know what that is. But I just know that the way things are getting, try United Healthcare. They hire RNs. I know that there are RNs that work from home and do all that stuff, that data entry and stuff and different things like that. I've been working from home since 2009, Renee Brewer. But it's just like, you got to use your value. You got to have common sense. If you paying for your house and you paying for it, and you don't want to save a car over your house. You won't want to do that. Because you can get cars anywhere. Buy here, pay here. But if your car insurance and that car note is $700 and your insurance and stuff is running you every 3 months on those cars, depending on how many you got, if it's running you $800 or $900, baby, I would rather. Oh yeah, you got car notes way up there. You got car notes $700, $800, $900 a month. Hey, been missing your lives because I've been sick, but God is good. Oh, I pray you all right. You feeling better? Terica Miller said, I worked at home for UHC for 16 years. That's United Healthcare. So y'all help each other on that, because I can't help you. Somebody said the CDC is hiring friends, works from home. Weena worked for the IRS and she worked from home. The IRS have people all year long auditing and doing stuff like that. It was a at home work. You got to get used to it, because you got to still get up and do what you're supposed to do. Some of them know if you working. Some of them make you come in and clock in. They monitor you. They got a way of keeping up. Now, sometimes when you just sitting there doing all the different things, or you working for an attorney, you know how much you got to get done. You know how much you got to write up. You got to have all this stuff ready and submitted to be overlooked. So it ain't going to be you at home. If you going to turn over on your left and your right side, they going to know it. They going to watch. Some people, especially if you got to answer phone calls. And sometimes they'll run some phone calls through. I know someone's car note $1,200. Yeah. You have to tell me how to say your name, Miss Glover. I don't want to mess it up. It looks like Doretha, but it's spelled so different. Hey, Felicia Gill. Yeah, so I mean, like I wouldn't let my house go for a car. Car don't have no value. And if I felt like I couldn't handle both, buy car, I'm gonna keep my home. Buy car, I catch a ride. Duratha. I'm gonna keep my car. I'm gonna keep my house over that car. But that's a good movie. And for y'all that's just coming in, somebody just said, thank you, Danielle Perry. She said, go to www.workathomejobqueen. WWW. is work at home. Okay, so Danielle Perry said, go to www.wahjob, J-O-B, not Job, Queen. So it's www.workathomejobqueen. And they have some jobs listed. Yeah, because see, for me, it's the grocery store. Hey, sweet Diva Williams. For me, it's the grocery store. It's church, and it's my doctor's appointments. If I can just catch a ride, I don't need no car. Y'all, this conversation is so interesting. I was kind of worried about at home jobs because Elon M said everyone needs to commute to work. But Elon M don't have the final say. See, that's the thing. We get with people that get money, and Elon don't have the final say over your life. Let me tell you something. Do you know how many people can't walk? Let me get that straight, because Elon Musk don't run this world. Just because somebody said he didn't create the Tesla. He did not. He just stepped in when he needed to and put his input on it and invested. He didn't create that car. We talked about cars the other day. We talked about how black people save Cadillac. So there are people right now, gotta work. There's an 81-year-old woman working and standing on her feet at my favorite grocery store. And I'd be like, Miss Barbara, I wish you could go home. She said, I'm trying to save my house. She got a house note trying to save it for her kids. Do you mean your car note and included in the car insurance is $1,200? Not mine. No, Karen. I don't have one. There's a lady on here that said she knows somebody that's got a car note that much. No. I said my insurance every 3 months is $13.89. I don't have a car note or a house note. Praise hallelujah. Yeah, he ain't created nothing. And I'm gonna tell you something else. I know a lot of people in bad shape, and they work at home. They like me. They can't get out and walk, but they still gotta work. Disability ain't enough, so they work at home, so that they can still have money coming in. Everybody is not in a position. I'm so thankful my mama. When I look at Miss Barbara, my mama 82. Y'all, tomorrow my mama will be 83 years old. Her birthday is tomorrow. I won't want her out here trying to work and stuff like that. But there's a lot of people, because some people started late in life. They got their houses late. They started late. Ain't nothing wrong with it. And they still got a mortgage, and they still got to work. And at home, how somebody gonna tell you need to get up and leave? Honey, no, you need to pay your bills by any means necessary. You telling me to get up and leave out the house? I don't care what you do for these bodies. You can run every day. You don't have to eat nothing but vegetables. But you got once upon it. You can do everything for these bodies to look good, to feel good. And I look around here and they burying skinny people too. They burying vegans too. They burying pescatarians and vegetarians. Baby, everybody got to go. The young is leaving before the old. And if you got to do what you got to do, and you can get your laptop and you can sit in the middle of this bed and get your fingers to working. Do you know how many contracts I have wrote sitting in my bed with my laptop? Do you know how many houses I have found? Or the people found them for me? And I was in such bad shape, I had to get on the phone and call a realtor friend and say, can you, we'll work something out. Can you let them in? Tracey, I'll do it for you. Some of them say, well, if I do it, you got to give me this amount of money if we write the contract. But for the realtors that want to work with me because they knew what was going on with me, they was like, I got you. And I just sat here. I wrote the contract. I went through everything, set up their home inspection, gave them a couple of references, and did all of that. Got their reports back, looked over their home inspections, told them what we need to focus on. Are we asking them to fix everything? And then I wrote it up. I submitted it. I did everything. I had them take their earnest money by my office and turn it in. I emailed everybody the contract sitting right here. I sent it through e-sign. And then I turned around and I turned all my stuff into my office with a cover letter from my bed. And I got paid. The only thing is sometimes you still got to go pick up the check if they don't bring it to you. If you don't have faith. And I had faith. So when I would close a transaction, the other agent said, you want me to bring it by? I said, please. And they brought it by. And I still was selling. So you can't always listen. See, I think with us is that I think when we hear people successful, Elon Musk, well, if he was already born into money. Some people don't know what it really feel like to struggle and be self-employed. Because they were already into money. They already had it. But you do what you got to do. Baby, let me tell you something. It won't benefit me to get unemployment. But there are times I come on here because I'm in my house right now. And as we speak, I'm making money. Because of this sciatica nerve. And I had to put on extra patches. Because my nerve, my foot, but I'm still working. Y'all get what I'm saying? So, no. You got to do what you got to do. And I think it's a blessing. And I'm going to tell you something else. A lot of companies are going to work at home. They don't have the overhead. I can't speak for you. If I got to sit around here and wait for $800 or $1,100 a month, that's going to be a long time to wait before you get some more money. I would have to really discipline myself. Miss Tracey, I wonder why Trump thinks Musk is a genius. Money. The same way you quoted that he said stay home. It's all about money. Nobody is going to fool with you on that level if you ain't got that caliber of money. Yeah, my brother still sell the patches. Me and my sister were talking, and she was telling us we need to get together. We might be living together. What I tell you, me and my mama had a conversation the other day, and I got to call her. I'm going to wait till midnight and wish her a happy birthday because I've been sleeping. But I told my mama, she said her brother called her and said, if my power go off, because, we can't handle snow. We're not equipped for it. If my power go off, can I come out there and stay with you? And I told my mama will be 83. Her brother will be 85. And I told my mom, and if my aunt was alive, if she hadn't passed away in 2020, she would be 87. And I told my mama, I said, Mama, by now at this age, brothers and sisters live together. If I get up in age, if one of my brothers, if they wives pass away or whatever, they could come live with me. Brothers and sisters live together. I know my husband, his two aunts live together with one of their brothers. They bought a house together, and they took their brother in. And I don't think it's nothing wrong. I think you get closer when you live together. Don't y'all remember that movie Soul Food? Mama Joe took care of her brother. Everybody thought the kids were scared of him because he stayed up there in his room. And when Mama Joe died, they had a meeting to determine, well, who gonna take care of him now? The family had to step up. They knew not to put him in no nursing home. And sometimes, it's no shame in it. We don't never know who we gonna need. We don't never know who gonna go down or why you gotta go live with somebody. We don't. I told my mama last night, I said, Mama, I could come back home and live with you. I could live with my mama. I could live with my mama. Or my mama can come live with me. I could sell my home and move down there with my mama and be just fine. And if I be thinking about, think about how my family wasn't big, I used to say I should have went on when me and Eddie first married. We should have went and got some money and added on a whole wing to my mama's house. And it would have been paid for. And my cousin did that. And there's no telling how much money you can have. There are so many people now, they going back to their parents' houses and buying tiny homes, putting them in the backyard. Kelby had asked me, she said, Mama, can we fix up your old salon in the backyard? That building back there is big enough to stay in. It's got a bathroom in it. It's got a air conditioning. It's got gas heat. And so you could turn it into a home easy. And so people are doing what they got to do. That's just all it is to it. You got to do what you got to do. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I think at home is great. I really do. Hold on one second. My comments have slowed up. Let's see where we are. It might start back, but let me get my other phone because I know y'all saying something because my numbers are going up, but it's just that Facebook freezes us on comments, especially when they get to going so fast. Avery! Oh, I was just wanting to get this other phone. I didn't want nobody to see my boom. Hold on. I can get it. I had it. Let me see what y'all saying because it froze y'all out. But yeah, I get this other phone. Turn it down and let me see what y'all talking about. But I think if y'all can, that's what we need to do this year. We need to network as much as we possibly can. I think that would be a good thing to do. Is to network and try to the best of our ability to help each other. Now I can read the comments. If my mom was still here, we would be living together. I know that's right. Why me? I just think we got to do what we got to do. Ain't nothing wrong with what we got to do because you got to survive. I think pride comes a fall. I just caught the live. I just love watching. Thank you so much, Angie. And you know what else? The truth of the matter is, rich people go through struggles. They don't want to be poor. You get what I'm saying? And so we all go through different things. That don't mean you are a failure because you had to move in to make it or to survive. I moved back home for a while to take care of my mom until she passed away. And Miss Oral Robinson, we also talking about just surviving right now. The way rent is, as high as rent is, just to survive. Sometimes it takes moving in. If you're not married, if you ain't got another income, by the time you pay, let me tell you something. $1,100 a month, and you got to go to the doctor, You got to pay $65 for a copay. Then you go through and get all your medicine. Your medicine ends up being $200 and something. And then you turn around and you got to live off of the remainder of that until it's time for your next check. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. And then you got to get groceries out of that money. You got to get your personal hygiene stuff. Rent. Now let's stop. Rent right now is ridiculous. Rent right now, the average person pay anywhere from $1,100 to $1,200. And in some places, each bedroom you go up. You got a 1-bedroom, it might start in California. I don't know. A 1-bedroom studio could be $1,800. Cost of living is different. Then you turn around from there, a 2-bedroom, then that you're at $2,100. A 3-bedroom, you could be at $2,500. And I know around here they got apartments that's $2,200. And that's ridiculous where we live. My 2 youngest daughters moved back home. And that's right, Darlene. You need to. And some stuff you can get on a discounted rate. Some stuff you can get on a discounted rate. You really can. You can get like some of your medicines and high blood pressure and cholesterol. You have to ask your doctor for that list. And like they used to give it to you free, but they charge anywhere from $2 to $7 now. Like you can go and find out from Publix the medications you own, some stuff like that you can get here. California, a 2-bedroom is $3,400. Carla Crenshaw, oh my goodness. I let my brother come live with me 9 months ago. He's in my basement and my sister is upstairs with me. I have a 3-bedroom and I'm in physical therapy now. They're helping me right now. All right, Francis. What about condos? Now, I don't live in California. All right. I was just using that. I can't tell you when it gets down to how much everybody is paying. It's according to what state you live in and your location. Even people right now, I'm going to tell you the problem that I've been running into. A lot of people that I do, property management, they don't want to take Section 8 no more. Cobb County, Bartow County, a lot of them do not want to take Section 8. And a lot of counties that are willing to take it, folks are not wanting to live that way. Like they don't want to go to Cherokee, Woodstock. Or because see what happens is Section 8 gives you the areas that they have people that's got properties with them that's willing to take it. And when you ask your people, when I do property management, I say, well, why y'all don't want to take it? They like, because people tear our house up and everybody living at it ain't supposed to live there. Eleanor Long said, good evening. How are you? You give good information. It's true. Rent in New York, 3-bedroom is $3,200. $3,200. My daughter was paying over $2,000 a month a piece in utilities. Darlene hurt. Oh my goodness. Whoo-wee. And then did that include utilities? Did that include food? That's a lot. That's a lot. I don't think nothing wrong. If Son and Kelby want to come back, they could come back. Now they're gonna help pay something. They're not gonna come back and live for free, because ain't nobody living for free. But if they had to come and pay, there's nothing wrong with living, and so you gotta make it. I'm not a prideful person. I'm not, because I could care less if I was out here with a high mortgage, I could care less what somebody thought. If I could go to my mama's house and me and my husband and my baby girl climbing them bedrooms because my mama got a 4-bedroom, I wouldn't care. I'm not living for nobody at the age that I am now. I'm an old woman now. We old. I don't care what your mind. I don't care how you want to say you the new 20 and everything, baby. Climb right on in that house and keep living. That's why I said I couldn't do no big vacations this year. It's not feasible. It's no wisdom. I'm not going to do it. I was looking up some places to go. I haven't been on vacation in 3 years. And don't look like I'm talking about a big one. I can't see myself dropping them coins. I was looking at Myrtle Beach, oceanfront places. The same place I was paying $3,000 for is now $7,000. And that's before you put the gas in the car, rental car. The same rental van that I had that I was rent for $375 for the week. Honey, them rental vans now is like $1,700 and stuff like that. I can't do it. I refuse to, because I can't leave that kind of money for 1 week. I told them to come back home, and they did, and helped me pay the last year off of my house, and they still help pay you till. That's right. I'm 62. I'm sorry. Yeah, my sister. Hey, Hey, Miss Mickey Miller. That's why. Well, that's what they tell me, Eleanor Long. You know, I can't speak for everybody, but that was what they was telling me. The reason why they didn't want to take the Section 8 on their properties is because if you tell people no dogs, then they bring dogs. If you tell them who all supposed to be in that house, you got that Section 8 as a single mother. You ain't supposed to have your husband living there with you. And some of them they try to be smart. They live with somebody, but they living separate. They getting Section 8, they getting food stamps as though they not married. And then they take all that stuff out the house. They take all that stuff out the house and put it in totes. Darius Bradford is watching. I don't know who that is. But put them in totes and put them in a garage. As soon as we go, because we have to go inspect those houses. So as soon as we go and inspect those houses, when we leave, they hanging them clothes right back up in that closet. And some of them got kids about the same size as their boyfriends. They just mix them clothes together. So a lot of people, if they come tell me, I want you to manage my property, I want you to, collect my rent, because a lot of folks don't want you to know that they got to run a property. They not good landlords, but they own the property. And so we do the property management, and I go collect for them, and I get my fee out of it, and they money gets, direct deposit. But the thing now is when we sit down to list the property, and I'm like, well, are you willing to allow this property to have Section 8 tenants as well? Section 8 tenants, they say no. And if they tell us no, ain't nothing we can do about it. Ain't nothing I can do about it. Some landlords have even offered people to do a pet deposit, and folks don't want to pay that pet deposit. I so enjoy watching your page, Tracey. There is so much wisdom and information learned on here. I'm grateful for you and all your followers. We grateful for you, Miss Carmen, as well. And so if people get mad, they be like, well, I don't understand why y'all don't take Section 8, because the owner. We don't own all those properties. We be managing other people's properties. We don't own all those properties. Some house owners here in Vegas don't like to rent to Section 8 because they keep their houses up. They don't. They won't keep them up. They destroy them. Everybody living in them. Thank God for senior living, rent based on. You know what though? Even rent based on income right now is kind of going up. I hear some seniors. It depends on how much you got coming in. It depends on your retirement. Do you got retirement with your Social Security? Did your husband leave you? Did you inherit his retirement? Was your husband's Social Security a whole lot more than yours? Whoever got the highest Social Security is the one you're going to draw. I want to go on vacation. I do. But I can't. It's not affordable for me. It's not feasible for me. Mama Tracey, DM if you want to do a vacation. This I can help you with your vacations. I'm a travel agent on the side. I would love to help. You know what, Danielle Perry, I can't pay the kind of money that it's costing. I was hoping this man would call me back. He called me trying to sell me a trip to Las Vegas for $99. If anything, the flight. But I can't spend $10,000 and $7,000 on vacation. I can't. Just to be in Myrtle Beach for 7 days, I can't do that. And then I still got to go to the grocery store. And then I'm going to want to go do some of the events down there. So when I get through, I'm going to be close to 10 grand. My niece lives in a senior living based on income. Her rent went up twice here in Las Vegas. It's hard to find an affordable housing. When they took that when your number 45 president, who is going to be number 47, when he took the affordable housing off, everybody's stuff went up, even in the projects. I'd rather spend the vacation money on remodeling my house. Well, my house got remodeled. Now it still needs to get out back in order, and I still need to decorate. I haven't really decorated. I can do anything. It's been bad, and $23 a month for food stamps, that ain't nothing. Honey, if you get $800 a month, you get about $16 to $24 in food stamps. And she's not lying. My sister raised my rent from $600 to $1,000 with a week's notice. Your sister did. I refused, so she kicked me out. I had a car at the time. Oh, chatty. More than $10,000, gas and everything. Yeah, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna ask God to help me financially, and it'd be like putting my money in a bag with holes in it. I do want to go, and that's why we trying to do little mini trips. But I can't sacrifice that. I ain't never asked nobody to sacrifice stuff like that for me. Not like that. That's a lot. In most cases, it's true. Some would tear up their home. Well, I'm not judging everybody, Miss Francis. I don't have nothing to do with it. It be the people. It be the people that own the properties. So I don't really know. If they tell us we can't put it on Section 8, we just can't. And rental insurance goes up every year, and it's mandatory now. And I know in the state of Georgia, they told us that we had to make sure that we tell our tenants it's mandatory that they get their own renter's insurance to cover their content inside the house, the content on the outside the house, the structure, the building itself. The owner takes care of that. But if a tornado comes, if there's water damage, if it's a fire, you have to have your own insurance. They're not going to do nothing. So it's required that when you fill out that application and you get that property and you come back with your check, your first and your last month rent, you're supposed to come back also. Once we give you your contract and that we have rented to you, you're supposed to take that and go get you some renter's insurance, and you have a week to bring it back to let us know that you do have the renter's insurance that is required. We make a copy of it in the office and put it in your file. That's how we do it. And if you don't, and it's not in your file, if something go down, that's just the end of it. We're not doing that. And I have renter's insurance. That sad thing is it doesn't cover like it used to. Well, now, if you got to realize it may not have replacement costs. So when you get your insurance, wherever you go, ask that insurance company, this renter's insurance I got, do I have replacement value on it? So that they will replace it at the value that it is today. Make sure, look how long my hair getting. I be packing it down. Look how long it's getting. Make sure you ask them, do you have replacement costs? Okay, on whatever policies that you get. And that's very important. Because some of them will give you a cheaper rate, but they're not giving you replacement value. Extra $10 extra added to my rent this 2025. It happens every year with the increase of Social Security checks. Oh, and that's another thing, Karen Pritchard. Soon as you get a raise on your Social Security, if you got to get the insurance through your Social Security, if you got insurance, they gonna eat up your raise. They gonna eat that up. And then if you own disability and stuff, you can only work so many hours, so much. you can make over your disability. So unless you're doing and working under the table. I didn't have a car. My friend let me stay for 6 months until I saved enough money to get on my feet. Sad I didn't have a relationship with my sister and family now. Wow, I hate that. I pay $5 a month for renter's insurance. Use it 2 times once. My reimbursement was almost $9,000. So grateful I got it. Yes, Leslie. Make sure y'all ask it, because sometimes you get a less quote, but that less quote ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Just check. And I really do want y'all to watch that movie, because I really do want to talk about the last days of Ptolemy Gray. I really do. Yeah. So I don't know. I just feel like when we get down to it, sometimes we do our own damage. If you on Section 8 and you know you got it in false pretenses, or you know you was away from that man, then that man put you somewhere, but don't mess it up. But it's too late. They done messed it up now. So a lot of people that we do property management, they tell us no, they can't have it. And so we get removed. Like we don't call and put that house on the registry for Section 8 approval. No, it's not. It's on Prime and on Apple TV. Those are the 2 places you can watch it. But the P is silent. It's spelled Ptolemy. Ptolemy, M-E-Y. Yeah, Ptolemy. Ptolemy Gray, Grey. P is PT. It's PT, not PY. With Samuel L. Jackson. They said it's on Netflix. Tracey, did you say you can get renter's insurance through Social Security? No, I didn't. I said if you get insurance, like if you got insurance to go to the doctor through Social Security, like Medicaid or Medicare, they gonna take your raise. What you up? I was up, Willie. I've been asleep all day. And I came on because I was on TikTok. And I started researching that movie because I wanted us to talk about it. And Willie, I don't know if you've seen it. I don't know if you was on my live today. But that Ptolemy Gray movie, I just been here. You know how you watch something? I want to get the book. I hope. Have anybody read that book? They know the name of that book. I know it says the last days of Ptolemy Gray. The P is silent. That was Cleopatra's daddy's name. Ptolemy, Ptolemy Gray. That was the name of Cleopatra's daddy. But I want to read the book. We're not having church tomorrow. We're having church online. Oh, Shalonda Butts, you say it's good. I wanna read that book. And so I was up here trying to find it, and they were showing clips of it on YouTube. And I said, I've been sleeping all day. Eddie was in the other room eating his popcorn, having his me time. And Avery done went to bed. So I was up talking. I'd like to send you some chicken decorations like I got my mother for Christmas. Chicken. I just know you love them. They are from HSN. Beautiful. Do you have an at P.O. Box 32, Jamie, Castle Road. P.O. Box 32, Cassville, Castle, Georgia, 30123, Castle, Georgia. Also, I want y'all to look into now my understanding. I don't know if it's written in stone yet, but I heard that they were going to let the Affordable Housing Act come back in because of trying to get middle class back adjusted, and to bring down inflation. Y'all stay ready, because anybody that bought houses when you had interest rate at 7 and 8%, I hope they drop that interest rate like they did war and post-war back to 3.25. And like I say, we got to figure out some things, and it's a good movie. And what got me, I'm not gonna tell y'all that movie. I want to talk about it so bad, but the thing I'm gonna say, have your business in order, cause you don't never know who is gonna step up to see about you. But I can tell you this much: whoever do, if you a person that got your business in order, they could just be walking into their blessing. I'm just telling you that much. Don't ever underestimate somebody because they not spending all their money. They not dressing fancy. Don't ever underestimate somebody's intelligence or their capability of doing something because they don't have a college degree or they didn't live according to how you live. You can underestimate someone so easy. If it take a sister, two sisters buying a house together, two brothers, so what? That's great. I know twins that buy houses together. Hey, Dandelion, and if you got to go and live like my mama's brother told her, if the power go off, because a lot of people in Atlanta lost power. If the power go off, can he come out there to stay? Of course you can. Can anybody name the song that our Biscuit Queen would sing to us? I'm naming it So Good, Loving Somebody When Somebody Loves You Back. That's the name of it. It's So Good Loving Somebody. The Lost Art of Canning and Preserving. Oh my God. I really appreciate all the wisdom. You know what? And that's what I want to do. Jeanette Alexander is an amazing canner and a preserver. And they got so many machines now. The last art of canning and preserving. Did you notice that a lot of people are using dehydrators now and doing their meat like that and stuff like that? And they're storing it like that. Taking the meat, turning it into beef jerky and things like that, because folks are really feeling like we're going to have a shortage on stuff because, we don't get everything. We don't grow everything in America. That's the truth. And she didn't take advantage of him either. She was honest. That's why she got her blessing. And she didn't want it, Shalonda, but I don't want to tell people. But you cannot judge that book by its cover. I'm telling y'all. Yes, I saw that, Karen. They're doing eggs as well. They doing eggs as well. Yeah, it's so good loving somebody when they love you back. I have a gift I'd like to send to you if possible. It's chickens. I think you just told me that, didn't you? Lost Art of Canning? Somebody did. But you know what? My grandmama had a cellar. Her basement, we walked down these steep steps. And when we got in there, we had to kind of duck. You could smell the earth. And when they were cleaning out her house, she had all kind of canned goods down there. She had preserved all that kind of stuff. She had stewed tomatoes. She had green beans. All that stuff. I don't know how old it was. Y'all, I found a can of peanut butter that you got in your government bag. Your government thing. You would have the canned meat, chicken, and they would give you your cereal that said cereal. They would give you your block of cheese in a cardboard box, and they would give you peanut butter. Baby, we found a can of peanut butter, opened it up, and it's still, we didn't eat it, but it's still, we put a spoon in it. It was smooth. Yes, it is. It's ceramic chicken egg holder. Oh, wow. I would love that. Wrap it good. I want to do something. If I had enough people around here locally that were vendors that wanted to come out and we did something to help push and look at each other's stuff and set your tables up, and we just walk around and buy from each other and encourage each other. I would love to do some classes, that we can learn, like she said, the lost art of canning. I'm going to tell you something my daughter trying to learn right now. Kelby is trying to learn how to crochet. She started crocheting. She said, Mama, I've been going on YouTube and I just been watching the videos. And I've been doing it. She said, I know I'm messing up. But it's so many people. I know a lot of y'all are far away from me. But if I could just, because we're going to need to support each other. Oh, yes, ma'am. Jamette is in Arkansas, too. Danielle, you used to crochet. I learned a little bit, but Philip gave me a beautiful orange crocheted blanket that somebody did. But my pastor's wife's sister, now that woman, she can even crochet a picture of somebody. She do some type of stenciling when she get through, and she put it in a frame. So I just know it would be good if we could just draw strength from one another. Oh, that government cheese. My mom crochets and my dad made my dad a scarf. Oh, she did, Danielle. Yeah, Melanie Crawford, support. Okay, you take Dandelion. Dandelion and her sister live together. Chris Vick, I'm in Cartersville. What do you do, Chris? Oh, Chris, you got to come by sometimes. I fix you a plate. And ain't nothing wrong with living together. That's why I was like, I'm just so stressed in the sense of not stressed, but I just been thinking about everything I think I want to do. Yeah, my PO box is PO Box 32, Cassville. That's Cassville, Cassville, Georgia 30120. Yes, the Carter girls bought a house together. Yeah, well, we was just talking about in general, Danielle. One person just said he had to move in with his sister, and we were saying that it's just gonna take it to make it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Eddie's two aunts bought a house together. You're a security guard, okay? Yeah, it take it to make it. There's nothing wrong. Just like you shouldn't be wasting no food and throwing stuff out when people are hungry. You don't want to be like me. Be you. Be beautiful. Be fearfully and wonderfully made. Be you. I'm going to pin that. Thank you, Dandelion. I can't pin it on this one. But, and this one ain't moving. But be you. Don't be nobody else. Be you. Let me tell you something. It's so much work in trying to be yourself. You don't need to be nobody else. You welcome Lost Art of Canning and Preserving. Oh, you live in Roswell? All right, Daisy Smiles. Thank you, Dandelion. But it's work trying to be yourself. Now, tomorrow, my mama's birthday. And I don't know how well the roads are, but I am going to celebrate her. And I am, regardless, I've already made up in my mind to give her a good gift for her birthday. She's 83 years old. The name of it's actually it's called The Last Days of Ptolemy Gray, and it's Ptolem. Ptolemy or something, Ptolemy Gray, something like that. Oh yeah, I know how to save money. I love to meet you too. I do. I know. I think about that scripture all the time. I think about Haggai when he said, a fool, it's like putting your money in a bag that got holes in it. And then I think about the scripture that said, a fool and their money will soon depart. And I don't want to be no fool. I asked God for wisdom. It said, let wisdom have her perfect work. And I'm grateful. I thank God that I can snuggle up in my house and know that I don't have to make myself get out there to do nothing because I didn't live above my means. I love big, beautiful houses. And when I tell you I done showed some houses I would love to live in, baby. But guess what? I ain't finna be house poor. And I'm not going to be sitting, ain't nobody going to lend you no money. And then on top of that, even if I paid cash for it, and I was able to, you know how high them taxes are on those big houses? No. Them taxes and that insurance that comes once a year when your house is paid for. That's just like you got a mortgage. So I learned how to save my money. My daddy taught me rule number 1, when you pay something off, shift the money, because money don't shift. It don't separate. So I would act like I still had a car note, whatever was big I was paying, and I would put it in savings. Emergencies come up, I have to get some out, but at least I had it to get out. Thank y'all so much, Miss Ozzy. Well, y'all will be able, hopefully, to wish her a happy birthday if I have to call her on the phone so y'all can hear her voice, because I don't know about Mama coming up on no line. She ain't gonna mash nothing. She be too scared. Yeah, Fool and the Money will soon depart. Ma'am, we done told you the movie name 13, 11 times. It's in the title of my, and it's in the title of this video. That's all I can do. I done wrote it out for you. It's on Apple. They say it's on Netflix, and it's also on Prime. I hope I can meet y'all one day. I know we all may not, but I know this much. We got so many. I worried about Bridget Stevenson and all of them and the different ones that's out there in California. We don't never know what's going to hit us. You know, we don't never know what we facing. But we know we got to get through it. And I'm going to get ready to get off of here, because I don't do late. But I had to come by because I hope y'all can find it and binge watch it. Because, honey, yeah, The Last Days of Ptolemy Gray. That's the name of it. The Last Days of, how you say that? Ptolemy Gray. It's good. And I hope enough of y'all watch it. And then if you don't never watch it, we're going to talk about it. Because there's so much I want to bring out of it. I love y'all. Don't nobody else tell you I do. And y'all keep praying for my best friend Lottie. Y'all know we laid her mama to rest. Not this Saturday, but last Saturday. They sell the book. What's the name of the book? Is the book the same name as the movie? Is the book the same name after the movie? Plus, some of y'all got church in the morning and stuff like that. I'm going to get off of him. Cater My Way with Willie J. Down the line. Deacon Calvin, thank y'all for coming through. I love y'all. I'm going to get off of here. I plays in my hair because it's crunchy. It sounds like crunchy. Hey, K. Smith Wright, Jean P. Conley Sanders, Mother Joyce Pleasance. Everybody coming in. We finna leave. Saying, y'all late. Y'all late to the rodeo. Danielle said she got church at 7 in the morning. I'll be up peeing all night, you know. Y'all don't come flooding in here now like honorable soldiers. I got to go. I do. We had a good conversation. Hit replay. I'm finna go get ready for bed. And I love y'all. Lord willing, we won't have church in person. We're going to do it online. And I don't know. I just may have to come back tomorrow. All right? I might. Now, y'all know normally I can take Sundays off. So I see how I feel and what I'm doing. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Honey, I'm going to see y'all later. Honeybees, good night. Have a good night. And may God's peace be with you till we meet again.